Hello and welcome to my dungeon. I did something incredible. I left my dungeon. I know what you're thinking. Egad. Does anybody even say egad anymore? Is that even a thing? Is that just like 1200 England? I don't know. But I did. I left for 3 days. Technically it was like one full day because I was here Friday and then I got back Sunday, so it was just Saturday. But I went to a thing called Sick New World. It's a festival hosted with lots of music, food, a lot of beer. I didn't drink beer. The story starts off with my friend and they were like, would you like to go on this excursion? And I was like, yeah, sure. Sick New World? That's got like wah music. You don't listen to wah music. Oh, on the contraire, you fool. I listen to all kinds of music, except jazz. I don't really like jazz all too much because something about like the tune of it, it's like nails on a chalkboard. I don't know why, but I like pretty much all kinds of music. You know, I'm just here to chill. I like music. Some music may be a little too heavy for me. Some music is good. So I looked into it and I saw Baby Metal, Sleep Token, and Bad Omens, which are 3 that I recognize. And I was like, nice. And I know what you're thinking. Like, oh, well, okay, you know, LA, that's like a 30-minute flight to Vegas, right? I didn't fly though. We drove, which on a good day, a very good day, takes like 4 hours, right? Unless you hit the traffic. So we left in like the before noon, like 11-ish, right? We had all like, it was me and 2 other people and we were like, yeah, let's go, it's gonna be great, woohoo, 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 you know? We pack up the car, I pack my little duffel bag, the same duffel bag I go to the gym in. I wanted to pack light, you know, because I was like, well, what am I gonna wear? But I did bring like excess clothes, but I also probably kind of wish I took different clothes because I got there and I got body dysmorphia, you know, but anyway, it's fine. We get breakfast and we're on our way. We're having a great, we're yapping. We're just yip, 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 and it's great. But then we look at the GPS and it goes from like 4.5 hours to suddenly we still have 4.5 hours left and we should only have like 3 hours left. And like it started originally, the timer said like 6 hours. We were like, oof, but that makes sense. We're gonna hit like 5 o'clock traffic, you know, it's whatever. We're like halfway done with the drive and it said we still had like 4 hours to go. Now keep in mind, right? I'm in the back seat. And I get car sick. I get dizzy and I get stressed and I get anxious. The more anxious I get, the more nauseous I get, the more nauseous I get, the more anxious I get, and then the car sickness, and so it's like a nightmare turn wheel, you know, it's not fun. And then we're like, it hit pee-pee time and we had to go pee. So we pulled over at a rest stop, and the whole rest stop, there were like 8 toilets and 5 were broken. So there were only 3 toilets open in the women's bathroom. And so we're all lined up. We're like, what is this? And so we're waiting and we're waiting and we're waiting. And as we're about to enter the stalls, we hear someone behind us go, oh yeah, an Amazon truck turned over. That's why there's traffic. We're gonna take the back roads. And all of us go, oh, interesting. So we know, we do our business and then we're walking out and we're like, oh yeah, let's take the back roads. Back roads are gonna be great. When people in LA say back roads, they mean like back roads. This was like ET territory. It was dirt and rock. That was it. There were like tumbleweeds, there were cactuses, and it was a back road. It was a back road. If you live in like in the middle of nowhere, Arkansas, you're gonna be like, yeah, it's a back road. I know what a back road is. Yeah, I know. Okay, I'm from Texas and Oklahoma and Georgia. I get it. Okay, but the thing is, I've been in LA for like 11 years now. So if somebody says back road, I'm thinking it's just a road in the back. But the child in me who remembered, you know, back roads, I was like, yep, this checks out. But the good news is we were in a Jeep and the Jeep could handle it. It literally had a thing called dirt mode. And then our DJ of the trip put on Darude Sandstorm, which was even better. But anyway, so we were just in the back roads, which also made the car sickness worse. But it was also like, it was just kind of like, it was insane. A Tesla couldn't make it, so they pulled over. And then there was another car that couldn't make it, they pulled over. And it was just, it was crazy, man. It was like, what is happening? We were back there for like 45 minutes. Even crazier, it took off 2 hours of our trip. Wild. Anyway, so then we get to Vegas. All of us are overstimulated due to the back roads and also Vegas. It's very stinky. We get to the hotel and we're like, yeah, this is great. Okay, we gotta go see Bring Me the Horizon. Let's go. And so we're all getting, you know, dressed up and stuff. And I was like, oh, I brought this dress. Oh, but it shows too much skin. Like I said, body dysmorphia. It wasn't even that bad. I've uploaded it on Instagram. Why did I don't know, man. It was a velvet red dress and it was really cute. I put it on and my friends were like, looks great. Yeah, it should be shorter. It goes to my knees. It's from Hot Topic, okay? Listen. It should have been fine. I just felt shoulder exposed. It was a weird sensation. Okay, just bear with me. So anyway, I put on a t-shirt and a skirt and I'm like, let's go. So then we go. I've never heard Bring Me the Horizon before, but I knew that, you know, it had been added to a playlist that I was instructed to listen to. So I listened to some stuff. So anyway, I kind of knew what songs belonged to this band. The music's actually pretty good. I'm enjoying myself. We're having a great time. And then it was over and we're like, well, Sleepy time. The next morning we wake up. It is time for Sick New World. So we're getting ready and I put on like 10 different outfits because I'm like, do I wear this? Do I wear this? Do I wear this? Because I brought a Sleep Token shirt, but I also brought an Astarion shirt. If you're part of the Baldur's Gate TikTok, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. You know the song, when I did I mistake you for right? Because you know it's the Astarion, it's the please don't make me be the only one I don't talk about. It's fine, it's fine. Spoiler alert. I was really hoping someone would be like, haha, Astarion, I like your shirt. No one. Not a singular person. No one. You know how sad I was? Very. It was so windy. Immediate eye water, immediate eyeliner gone, you know? And it was dusty, it was windy, and then it started getting hot, and I was like, I brought a jacket because I was told it would get cold at night, which it did. But, you know, I was like... I could feel the sweat trickle down my back and I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna get swamp booty. I didn't, but that is something you should be careful of because did go on Warped Tour in 2014 and that was a thing that happened to a lot of the men there. Don't know why it happened to the men, but maybe I should look into that. So we get there and we have like these guest passes which got you to a lot of places. It got you into the VIP section. We were like, VIP. And the VIP places were really nice. They had grass, they had their own bathrooms. The bathrooms were pretty nice and I was like, this is some quality space, you know? We got to... Anyway, saw Baby Metal. Wonderful. They were so cute. I love them. They sounded great. 10 out of 10. And then we went to Bad Omens. And this is where it kind of falls apart because listen, we were standing at like the corner back side of the VIP section and there was a guy in front of me and he was on something. Don't know what, but he was not acting like how I would think someone would be acting. So he started like pushing people, but like not, he was like, you know, like pushing people. I know what you're thinking, Kate, obviously he's trying to start a mosh pit. Well, he succeeded because two massive burly men walk over. If you want a pit, I'll give you a pit. The pit's supposed to be in the middle. That's why I'm here. I don't want to be a pit. I'm 5'6", 5'5.5". But with shoes on, I'm 5'6", all right? But it was just like a little one, and they were just kind of going like this. And like I said, the guy was in Narnia. He was in a different planet, you know, different place of just a plane of existence, if you will. So the pit was like teeny tiny, and then it kind of goes back together. And like Bad Omens is playing. I'm like, this is great. This is wonderful. This is so nice. And then we're kind of, you know, me and my friend Emma, we're getting like shuffled over to the side, and then we're standing there, and then all of a sudden I look over, and the burly man talking to a man with a camera, and then the other person talking to the man, and he's like, let's get this thing open, let's get this thing open. Oh no. So I turn to my friend, I'm like, they're gonna make a pit. They're gonna try to make a pit. And they were like, oh, okay. So they grab my sleeve, and because it's starting already, they grab my sleeve, they start pulling me, right? We're trying to, you know, we're trying to like get, because it was, but I was like, on the ring, right? I was here, and then it starts happening, and it was just, people were just boom, boom, boom. And here's the thing, right? And I know what you're thinking. Oh, Kate got annihilated. Kinda, but not really. Did y'all ever watch Big Mouth, where the hormone monster was like, rage, rage, freaking rage? Have y'all seen that? But it doesn't say freaking, it says another word. I've never felt such like a testosterone anger in my entire life. Someone slammed into me, and I was like, you want to find out why my last name's Witcher? You're gonna find out. I don't know if it was like instinctual protection. I don't know what, but anyway, I was just like this because I was like, I don't want it to happen anymore. I can't. This is not a good feeling. I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be angry, and I can feel myself getting angry. This is not good. And I guess there was a guy behind us, and he saw me going like this. I hear him like tell his friend like, hey, move over. He comes over here, stands at an angle, and if you watch the video, you can see his shoulder, but he stands here to take the brunt force of all these people coming. White t-shirt man, if you're out there, I owe you. I should have said thank you with the show. I was so freaked out that I just kind of wanted to get out of there, so I just left, but I just, thank you, white t-shirt man. I appreciate it. I owe you. I don't know if I owe you my life, but I'll owe you a Dr. Pepper or something if you like Dr. Pepper. So after that, you know, we went to sit down for a little bit, get some water. I drank so much water today. Not today, but like in that day, I drank so much water, dude. So much water. I needed it because it was hot and sweaty. I went and met one of my friends was there from like middle school, so I went and hung out with him for a little bit, and then I was like, okay, I gotta go, blah, blah, blah. So then I went back in and, you know, ate some food. Quite delicious food. We waited 30 minutes for mac and cheese. I love mac and cheese. It was worth the wait. Oh, also, it was very strange because one of the people I was with was dressed in all pink, had a little pink cowgirl hat. It was very cute, and the other person I was with was just in clothes. I was also just in clothes, a Astarion shirt. I wanted someone to, you know, and no one did it. I was very upset. Anyway, but some old dude came over and was like, I I love it. You got pink, like, Barbie, you got, like, heavy metal goth, and then you got something or whatever. And we were like, I was wearing a black skirt and a Starion t-shirt, and I'm like, this is heavy metal? I guess people thought Girl Dinner was a heavy metal band. I don't know. Girl Dinner and then Astarion, but okay. That was the only compliment I got that day, I guess, is calling, oh, heavy metal girl. Yeah, me, heavy metal. We sat down, we were, enjoying, chilling, and then it was time for a System of a Down. However, around the same time was also going to be Sleep Token, and I listened to a System of a Down, wasn't really into their music as much, and I was like, well, if I go from here, I can go to Sleep Token, and then while people are here, I can go to Sleep Token, and I could get a really good spot, right? And so they went to go see System of a Down for a little bit. They were going to come back to Sleep Token. I just went to Sleep Token, and I got there, I got really close to the front, and this is where everything breaks loose. So I'm standing there, and I'm like, I have view, right? I have view, and it's good, and I'm like, heh, heh. And then I hear people arguing, and I look over, and they had like these little tables. They're like this big, right? Little tables for people to sit on with to put their food on. But for Sleep Token, like 6 people were standing on this table, which would obviously block the people behind them. And so the people behind them were throwing a fit, like, we can't see, get out of here. So they're arguing, there's a lot going on, and I'm waiting there, I'm getting bumped, and this girl pulls out a marijuana stick right next to me, and they're like, I was right here, and I'm like, ugh. I've been smelling people smoking cigarettes, but I haven't had my mask on for half the time because, 1, stinky, 2, it's in really close spaces, and COVID kind of freaks me out still, so, Anyway, so there I was dealing with that, and then all of a sudden the lights dim, and everyone's like, yeah! And they're all excited. I was excited. I was like, it's happening, it's happening. And I'm also someone who likes to film, but I'm also someone who likes to enjoy the moment. But anytime I would try to film, the girl in front of me, because, this is how I film, ready? Because I want to get the shot. I don't want to put it in people's faces. So imagine I'm like here. This is my face, okay? That's how this girl was filming. Actually, she was filming it like this. But anyway, this is how she was filming. And he started singing. And you don't hear anything. The whole time, his mic was set too low. Instead of hearing him, I heard everyone and their grandma around me singing all the songs. I have a very close connection with the song Take Me Back to Eden from Sleep Token. It's something about it. When I first heard it for the first time, it just kind of hit me and was like just took me into a different realm of life, okay? And so I was so excited to maybe potentially hope to hear it live, and I did. And I was like, I knew I was gonna cry, but then all I could hear around me was, my, those eyes like fire. And I'm like, oh my, please, please. And I don't know if I just don't belong in this scene. Maybe I don't belong to concerts. All I've known is BTS concerts, but come on, man. And it got worse, because with the I hear, hey, security, security. This is all happening, during Take Me Back to Eden. So I'm supposed to be having this magical feeling with the musician, but hey, security! And I see phone wave, security, come over. I'm like, oh great, they're getting security to move these people off the box, whatever. Wrong. So security starts walking over, and this guy goes, hey, get this guy right here, get this pervert, he's peeing on people. And I'm like, oh, so I turn and I look, and there's a guy like this, just gone. Different guy than before, but gone. He is not on planet Earth, he's on Pluto. So security comes over and they're like, what happened? And he's like, he's peeing on people, this freak. And so security's like, oh, and they grab this guy's like, I wasn't doing nothing. And it's like, yeah, you were, bro, you could imagine. Anyway, it was a lot, okay, it was a lot. So anyway, they're dragging this guy out of there, and I'm like, cheese and rice, this is crazy. And I look back and they finished Take Me Back to Eden, and I was like, but they played a few other songs, but they're like, they were good. I wish I could see more, but they sang and then they left, and I was like, encore. There was no encore. So then I go meet up with everybody, and they're like, yeah, that was kind of disappointing. You couldn't hear the mic. I wanted to, get down, dance, We go back. We're calling it. We're tired, sweaty, stinky. And as we're walking back, I want you to imagine 80,000 people trying to get an Uber. To walk back to the hotel was gonna take us an hour and a half, and we had been walking all day, right? Anytime we would try to get an Uber or a Lyft or something, they would cancel because the roads were shut down and there was so much traffic they were not moving. Somehow, by the graces of God himself, an Uber selected us and was like, I'm here, run into the middle of the road, and we were like we were booking it, and then we get in, and then it's like, oh my God, finally. And then you got to relax a little bit, got back to the hotel, showered. The moment I laid down, I was gone, out. on another dimension of sleep. Like I was, you know, gone. And then I slept, and then I woke up, and then it was like, oh, we gotta go back now. And so we went to my favorite restaurant, and it was pretty good. And then we headed back. And luckily this time there was no back roads, but we just smoothly, there was a little bit of traffic, but it wasn't too bad. But like smoothly drove back. And then we came across this like cool little rest stop where it was like trains. I don't know if you've done the drive. I don't know where this was. It felt like kind of a fever dream. It was like small town, and then suddenly there was a train. It was like a big train, but like lots of trains, and there was a McDonald's, and then they had like a stuff, and then they had like trains, and I took a picture like this. It's on my Instagram. But anyway, got back, came home. My cat was really mad at me. Yeah, he screamed at me for quite some time. Like that. Anyway, that was my experience at Sick New World. It was super cool. I'd do it again. I would take different outfits though. I think I took the right shoes. I took new Converse, but they're not so new that they're not broken in, but they're new and they still have like the cushion, you know? So it wasn't like my feet, my back hurt. That may be because of the shoes. I was suffering, but it was like a worth it kind of suffering. But anyways, thanks for watching my video. Thanks for listening to my story time. I hope you guys have a fantastic day and safe travels. Ta-ta and farewell. He's mad. Okay, bye!